with a 1. So who knows what can happen. But once again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the work that you did during your tenure. And I'm not entirely certain where we went off with the broadcast. So you were saying that did Crescents who have a 3rd year
usually have something weird happen at the end of it. Yeah. Like I said, Cormac had this Masters of Defense in a very tumultuous time. Paul ended up with our Regency, and then I got COVID. So it ended up being an interesting sort of tradition. I mean, it's happened 3 times now, so 3 times makes tradition. But it's only for those who spend or need to extend their tenure more than the standard 2 years. So I'm hoping, for Mary's sake, that she has uninteresting times for her tenure. But yeah, no, it's been my absolute pleasure. I've actually very much loved performing in this station. I was very nervous to begin with because I primarily play in Calafia, as most people know. I didn't travel as much as I could have. And it was very exciting at the very beginning to actually get to travel a little bit more and get to meet a lot of the amazing populace that we have, including, all of our baronage, all of our peers, and the folks who make Caid as special as it is. And it gave me a better joy of understanding what our kingdom really is. I mean, you get the regional sides of things and whatnot, but it is a fantastic place to live and it's a fantastic place to serve. So no, I'm excited because I get to step down and I get to take a little bit of a break and I get to focus on some of my more art stuff. But at the same time, I'm going to miss it. Everybody's been very supportive and it's been a fantastic experience. So I'm hoping that other people actually really want to join the college and find out a little bit more of that community and whatnot. And I promise not all of us are the Heralds. In fact, most of us aren't. Most of us are, once you get us talking on anything heraldry, we will talk your ear off, we'll give you a big hug, we'll sit you down, and we'll just welcome you as much as possible. So I'm hoping to kind of dispel that idea of that, like, the heralds are the heralds. We're not all pedantic, we're not all rules lawyers. We just happen to have to be that way in a lot of the decisions that we have to defend.
Excellent. Thank you.
Absolutely.
And now you're back with me. I think the system freaked out because Bjorn asked 4 questions because he was really into heraldry. I mean, you usually only get 2, so that means he was enjoying the conversation.
He's a Macer Herald. He gets to ask all the questions about heraldry.
Cool if it was a laser herald. But, okay, so we're going to move on to the game now. So Bjorn, if you would please, what's the name of tonight's game?
Tonight's game is It's a Matter of Principals.
That's right. So you're the principal herald. So I thought it would be fantastic and probably a requirement for your position to be able to identify famous principals from TV and movies. So
I can try.
There you go. That's all we can ask. Again, there's someone that holds the record for not getting any correct. We won't mention her name. Will we, Bjorn? No.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Okay. So I will show you a picture, and you'll get a point if you can identify the show. And you'll get 2 extra points if you can identify the character name. Okay, so are we ready? So these are famous principals. So, and of course, the audience will play along. So who's this?
Principal Skinner from The Simpsons.
Oh my gosh, you got 3 points for that one. Okay, so here's
softball.
I
said that one was a softball.
It was just to get you, eased into it. So who's this?
Oh, crap. That's the one from Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. And
were you alive when that movie came out?
I don't believe I was. And I haven't seen it all the way through. That's a fun fact. I've seen the entire movie, but I've never seen it consecutively all the way through in one sitting.
Okay. It's not Skinner. That's what Nico does. It's
Ed Rooney.
Oh, no, Skinner was the first one. You're right. Ferris Bueller. Okay, so it's Dean Rooney. Dean Rooney. Okay. Next one.
Oh, is that from Community? No.
No. Tina Fey's involved in this project.
Unfortunately, I don't know this one.
Yeah, I didn't know it. It's Mean Girls, and that's Principal Duval.
Okay. From which?
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
Oh.
Okay, so here's another one. I didn't know this one either.
That's Principal Belvedere from Saved by the Bell.
I'll give you full points. It's Principal Belding.
Belding. Belding.
Belvedere's a butler. So,
Right.
Oh, Nico's on a roll though. Look, he got okay. So, let's see the next one.
Oh. I'm trying to remember that one. That one I don't know.
Okay, the banner behind his head.
Oh, if that's the Under the Sea dance, that's Back to the Future?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's Principal Strickland.
So apparently never had hair, according to the film.
By
the way, I don't think I was alive when that one came out either.
Dear God.
Or I was just born. I'm kind of young.
You know, there's 3 of them. There's 3.
Yes. But that one's number 1.
Well, he's also number 2 because he goes back. Anyway, spoilers. Okay, this one.
That's before my time.
Yeah. So the role person this was based on just passed away. So that's Lean on Me, and that's Principal Joe Clark is the character based on a real person. Okay, we have one more.
Okay.
One more. Okay. And who's that?
You're really going back in time. This isn't fair. Anyone under than 40.
But this one should be required viewing no matter your age.
It's not Ferris Bueller's Day Off, right?
No, but you're on double secret probation for it.
What?
Double secret probation. One of the viewers asked to get it. So, John Belushi's breakout movie. No.
Still losing me.
There we go. Nico, Animal House. So that's Dean Wormer. You haven't seen Animal House?
Okay.
By the way, can I have a small pedantic Herald turn on this? These are not principals.
I know. Well, you know. I want to get Dean Wormer. But you haven't seen Animal House? That is your assignment?
No, I have seen it. I just didn't didn't remember the Dean at all.
You know, it's my 12-year-old daughter's favorite movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, not for my 12-year-old. Anyway.
This is from 1978. I know she wasn't alive.
I'm negative 8 years old.
Oh my God.
Oh, hold on. I accidentally sent her away. I meant to hit the click button. So drink, everyone. I hit the wrong button. All right. So we're done for you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I will echo what my friend Bjorn said. Thank you for your service. You know, just from little me. I don't speak for anyone else, but I appreciate it. And I know that you shall enjoy your retirement. And again, thank you for doing it much better than Cormac did. So.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We had very different tenures, but thank you very much for having me. Thank you very much for the very kind words. And I very much appreciate the chance to actually get to chat with you guys and have had the chance to be Crescent. It was a wonderful experience. So thank you.
Well, great. Well, we will see you Saturday.
Yes.
For your final performance.
1 o'clock. Be there. Be sharp and come and enjoy the very precedent-setting sort of new thing that we are doing. So.
Right. Oh, all righty. Well, we'll see you then. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
Happy New Year. Well, that was
over half of the. Oh my! I just -8. Oh.
Well, we study history. I mean, that should be part of it. Cinematic history.
She was right, though. There's a lot of deans thrown in there. So
there's 2. And you know, one of them came from a website that said most famous principals. So you can't blame me. I put Dean Wormer on there just because I thought it was funny.
I think the entire country has been in super secret lockdown probation for this last 9 months.
True. So it's the beginning of the year. What I thought would be fun, at least for us, was to talk about the produced piece we put together for the Yule special, where we had some former guests of the show doing The Most Wonderful Time of the Year and singing it. For those who didn't watch the Yule special, why not? But it's a very quick piece. I want to play it, and then I have some outtakes from it and kind of a quick view of what it took to put it together. So let's put it up first. And we'll play it, and then we'll come back, and you and I will talk about it. So here we go.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay. Ready? Let's see. And
it's the most wonderful time of the year.
With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all.
There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmas long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near.
It's the most wonderful time.
It's the most wonderful time.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Oh, and let's make it go away. But that was fun. And so just so you know, we reached out to our former guests and said we were planning on something for the end of the year and if they would be interested. As you saw, several of them did take us up on the offer and were able to find time. I do appreciate everyone at least considering doing it, but we got some really fun stuff back. For the music, I reached out to Charles and Aurora, who you see at the beginning of the piece, who evidently were sitting there for 9 months waiting for the next music cue. And they did a period arrangement of the song, provided us a backing track. I put the lyrics against it, put a video out to the people, and had them record and send back their videos. One of the things I did was reached out to a couple of my professional musician friends outside the SAA to lay down some of the backing tracks you hear. That it helped some of the performers that weren't necessarily singers bring it on out. But it was quite fun, Bjorn, and you seem to have a good time at it too.
I did. I ended up having to record things 2 or 3 times, but that was more my technical end than anything else.
But yeah, I know it was a lot of work on everyone's end to get their videos to me. So I really appreciate everyone that put in the effort. And maybe next year, if we're still doing this, we'll have something else up our sleeve. But one of the things I want to highlight is, as we're talking about it, it's not as easy as it looks. And some of the submissions I got, there were some fun little outtakes that were provided. So I just want to kind of show you the outtakes from it right now. So let's bring it on in, and here we go.
With those holiday jinkies and loved ones come to call.
With the kids, stop. King's kids. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Who's gonna clean up this mess? I just look over and like,
So that was fun. I know it's a lot of work for people, and yeah. So I thought I would just show you some of the other kind of fun stuff that came in while we were working on that piece. You didn't have any outtakes because you're a singer. La la la.
No, I didn't have any outtakes because, like I said, I recorded it 3 times and I only sent you 1 video.
But again, if you bump into the people that provided that, please thank them for joining in on the little wackiness that we were doing. So that's pretty much our show for the day and for the evening too. Sorry, we took a couple of weeks off, so we're still a little wonky, but thank you for joining us. I hope that the holidays were the best that they could be. We do have a lot of guests lined up coming up. I'm waiting for the actual confirmation for next week, so I don't want to announce it yet, but it'll be something that I think will be fascinating to learn about. And I'm sure that you've reached out to several of our bardic performers across the known world to get things lined up.
I have, as you and I remarked on during the last live show, we've had approximately, I believe, 16 out of the 20 kingdoms on our show in one fashion or another. But there are several of those kingdoms that have not had bards on the show. And I send this out now. Every kingdom has amazing performers. And I would absolutely love for us to share the gifts of that kingdom as society-wide. So please send us an email, drop me a line on Facebook, because I would love to be able to have you with us just to share your gift with the populace at large, the ethereal populace, if you will.
Right. And on that same line, if there's someone you would like to have us talk to, or if there's a position you'd like to hear more about or learn more about, drop us an email at livefromcaid@gmail.com, and we'll see what we can do. But until then, we will see you next week. Hey, Bjorn, Happy New Year, my friends. Good to see you. And again, we'll see you next week when we will be live
Live from Caid.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.